We just saw the news on the Chinese ministry's website about the auto tariffs or the relaxation of those tariffs. How meaningful do you think that is?
It's symbolic. It's a positive symbol. It's not going to matter to the trade deficit or to the American economy. We're not going to export cars to China on a large scale because Chinese auto market is flat to shrinking, and it's already overcrowded. So you already have a situation of too much domestic competition. There's no space for exports.
So when you see,
however, as a sign of progress, it's a welcome sign of progress. It's just not a material sign. It's a symbol.
Well, but that's the question, which is welcome sign of progress. You also see them buying soybeans, right? We've seen that to some degree. Welcome sign of progress, or is it a head fake?
Well, so far it's a head fake. I mean, we already have a problem with 90 days. 90 days is a very short period of time. We shouldn't, switch from 90 days to 20 days and say, why aren't they done with everything we want? All they're doing with soybeans is going back to the status quo. I mean, what we want from China is for them to be a better partner than they were in 2016, not to be the same partner they were. So Derek, far, it's just a head fake. We have to give them time.
This still looks like blinking if they're the first ones to back down in this big game of chicken that we've undertaken. I would think that if you're hoping to get some sort of resolution at the end, that this is a positive sign, no?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's blinking on stuff that doesn't matter that much. What really matters is, are they going to continue to steal IP? Are they continue to have their industrial policy? Are they continue to block competition through state-owned enterprises? So, that gets back to, yeah, they blinked, but they blinked on minor stuff.
So, Derek, let's break that down. Let's go IP first. What is it that you actually have to see to believe that whatever they're going to say or do wouldn't be the equivalent of blinking? Because, by the way, we have been on this IP story now. This is like a 20-year running story, and there have been a number of times where the Chinese have said, okay, we're going to do something about it, and then, turn around and nothing else is done.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible in 90 days. Let's just be honest. We're not going to get, we all believe now that China has changed its IP behavior in 90 days. What we'd have to get, and what is very difficult, is for them to say, we like regular competition. We don't want bad, centrally controlled state-owned enterprises to dominate fields where they have to have stolen IP because they don't innovate. Until we get some more signs of market reform, we have to think the Chinese are going to steal, because that's been the model.
But just to put a fine point on it, and I agree with you, it's the idea of additional competition in China that is the answer to the IP question. It's not what they're going to pledge to do strictly around IP, because that's too hard to enforce.
That's right. I mean, they can make promises and change their laws. It won't matter until they embrace more competition at home.
You do the beige book. How bad do things look right now? Given, I mean, that's why the market's down today. And I mean, can they fix this without coming back to the table with us? Can they just juice their internally try to address this economic slowdown that? Are we orchestrating it, Derek, or was it bound to happen anyway? Are our tactics taking a bite out of the Chinese economy right now? And can they fix that?
I think our tactics are hurting Chinese sentiment, and I don't just mean their stock market. I mean RMB asset holders in general. They're nervous about, hey, do I want to hold assets denominated in RMB, whether it's stocks or property or whatever it is, or do I want to get out of the renminbi? But the main problem in China is their own attempt to fix their financial system. They've tried to shift lending out of non-bank financials, which are higher risk, into the banking system. It hasn't worked very well yet. It's the right thing to do, but it's not working very well. You're seeing a slowdown for that reason. We're kind of piling on top of that.